Alright, food water, put it in there. Fat food more.
A little bit of barn chores. Welcome back to Twin Oaks Family Farm. Thanks for joining us on Twin Oaks Farm Poultry. These are Cornish rock cross meat chickens that are 5 days old. And there is 125 of them. We did start with 126. We did lose one. It appeared to be one that had been observed to be a runt when they first moved in. We actually had all the heat lamps off today. Y'all, the dog is eating the meat bird feed. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Wade. I think it's kind of cool that the guys are all representing their places of work. Drew, let me see the front of your shirt. Witten Farm Market. Owen's corner of his shirt is DNR Automotive. DNR Automotive. Wade, what's on your hat? I think your hat has it. Come up close. Oh, I'm not close enough. I'm not getting it. Beverly Feeding Equipment, Beverly, Ohio. And I want to see your t-shirt. We have these shirts done for our guys when they're high schoolers and playing football, and then they're kind of a keepsake thing. But paternal grandfather, one of his great sayings, it's a great life if you don't weaken. So we put that on a t-shirt for Whale. So, as I said, we had all the heat lamps off today for the 5-day-old baby Cornish rock cross meat chickens. Our temperatures here, rural southeast Ohio USA, was about 80 degrees probably during the daytime here. So we had the lights off. So these birds that are all here, they had sort of set up in two groups on down there where the guys are walking back and forth. But here's what chicks do when they're a little cool. So temperatures started to cool off, and they're all mashing each other up here against the wall. So we're going to be encouraging these chicks to move. Actually, just our presence right here is getting them thinking about it. I'm going to actually just run my hand over top of them, and that pressure above them is going to make a lot of them just start to scatter. So we want to get them. And it's warm down in there. And see, that's the smash risk. That's why you don't want your chicks to get cold. For one thing, it's not good for their hearts. It's not good for their immune systems. For another thing, it's a smash risk. They'll get in there, and the ones that are furthest in and on the bottom, when they warm up, they're going to try to get out, and they won't be able to get out. They'll get smashed. So I'm going to walk behind them, try to get them to move. They're not onto it yet that we've plugged the lamps back in. Now they're onto it. So they'll get under those lamps to warm up. Here's Gus. We don't really need your help. Go that direction, please. Thank you. So the guys are being super careful where they're putting their feet. They're being careful when they put waters down. And so the birds are responding to the activity going on in their pen. They're getting up. They're going to go eat. They're going to go drink. We'll decide while we're in the barn here. We need to probably turn on a couple more lights. See how careful Drew's being about his feet. Awesome job, but you do really have to watch. But we do, I believe, need to turn on a couple more lights. So the dogs are having a play day. We'll have to turn on a couple more lights. So, Jared, we'll have to decide, do we want to turn these on again? Or should we leave a set off and then have a set on? You think, turn those on? So these are the 6 we've had on. So basically, making sure they have warmth, making sure the waters are all filled. We have about 7 gallons of water for them in here. And making sure the feeders are all filled. We have 6 baby chick feed trays in here. So I'm going to go over and look. I don't think we've quite finished a 50-pound bag of feed. Not quite. So we're on our first 50-pound bag of 22% feed for them. And you're getting my shadow, the dogs are playing. Here's the boxes they came in. So we filled a box and we filled a fourth of that box. Okay, so we're not quite through the first 50 pounds of feed yet on the end of day 5. So this is Friday, what is it, April 26, 2024. And actually Saturday, April 27th, Jared and I are going about an hour north, hour and a half north. The poultry from our first flock of meat chickens that we just recently finished and took to the USDA Inspected processor, that poultry is ready to pick up. So I had told you on another video, we took 116 chickens. We did all custom cuts. We got boneless, skinless chicken breast and ground chicken patties, and we're keeping the wings and keeping like all the extras. The frames, like the chicken backs, to be able to be used for broth, keeping the feet, all the giblets, and the bill up there is a little over $1,080 processing bill for 116 chickens. But like I said, that's all custom cuts. We didn't get any whole chickens in that order. And if you're going to a processor, the most economical way you can do that is have them all made into whole chickens. So we will have some whole chickens made later, but right now we needed the boneless, skinless chicken breast and the ground patties. So we're using some gentle pressure there. Jared had his hat in there. Using some gentle pressure to try to remind these chicks to spread out, not to clump up together in one place. We want them to utilize all these lights. So actually we were just using 6, and Jared turned on a 7th, which is a good move because these chicks have grown a lot since day 1, and they just constantly need just a little bit more and more room to be able to spread out and not cause each other to get clumped up under those heat sources and have a smash risk. We don't want that. We want to keep these birds thriving, keep them living. But they've grown a lot. So we're on day 5. We're going to get some of these up here at the feeder, and we'll probably be wrapping this one up. But trying to get some video done day ahead, because with making a trip to the poultry processor to pick up poultry on Saturday, we're not going to have time to do much actual recording. So these are the Cornish cross meat chickens at 5 days old. So we'll probably, I imagine we'll finish that bag of feed, 50 pounds, on their day 6. So we'll get them redistributed under these lights here, under the warmth, and settled down. And that's what, right there, those are starting to get it. That's what we want to see. We want to see them make that circle and leave the middle open. We got this one down here playing it cool. Figured it out. No competition there. So they'll get settled down. But they got stirred up and they got to eat and drink. And so another thing I see they're doing, actually, the guys added another light. So we got 8 lights. Because they can see, they're gauging how these birds are clumping up under these lights. And that's a bad thing. So they're gauging, well, we need to add additional space for them. And then the other thing I see they're doing, oh, there's Tanner. He must have been thirsty. I don't know if y'all can tell it. He's getting a drink. It's okay, Owen. He's getting a drink out of the chicken water. So don't come hollering biosecurity at me. We don't mind if the dog gets a drink out of there. But another thing they're doing here, Gus, don't jump in. Another thing the guys are doing here is, in addition to adding these 2 lights, they added another riser and another feed tray at each station. And then actually we've got this water kind of out of the way and that water over in that far corner. We might bring those down to my left also. Y'all see that shot there of those chicks? See how they're all lined up at those feed trays? And that's pretty cool. That's a good indicator that we've got the resources set up well for them, because we want there to be enough room for all of them to go eat, even at the same time if they want to. But that's pretty cool how they're all lined up like that. So, and then Jared's trying to move him again. You know, Tanner's trying to help. Tanner's trying to help too. Wade, you got a chicken dog. Well, excuse you. Excuse you over there. Tanner, now you're in their road. They're trying to go there. They're not afraid of him. He's a little bit unsure of them. And that's great. Jared's really getting them to move. That's awesome. Tanner, hey Wade, call your dog, please. You know what? Tanner likes the heat lamps. You know that? Look at them chickies. Tanner, get on out here. Come on. Come on. He wants to stay at the heat lamp. Move out. Move out. There we go. There we go. Yeah, now that's good. They're spreading out. So they'll form up those circles that we want to see. See how they're coming over? So thanks y'all for joining us on Twin Oaks Farm Poultry. We're going to keep you up to date with videos on these meat chicks. This is the second flock of 2024 for us. Do you know what the temperature is supposed to get down to tonight? Anybody? We don't know, but not as cold as it has been. So we're in rural Southeast Ohio USA, end of April. This is gonna upload on April 27th, 2024. So we're thinking maybe mid-40s tonight, overnight, which is warmer than it has been overnight. But then like, what?
60s.
60s. So it's really not gonna cool down that much. So they're gonna be in great shape with this supplemental warmth. So actually, I'm gonna lift a couple of these lights up a few links when we stop recording, but these birds are happy with having the supplemental warmth there. So that's gonna be perfect for tonight. And then like the next week, I think is supposed to be warm. So that's gonna be great for them, and it's probably gonna be great for us because maybe we can turn off some heat lamps during the daytime. So
Low 60 and highs maybe 90.
high is maybe 90. So yeah, they'll love it. That'll be perfect. We'll be able to turn off heat lamps and open doors. So they've eaten, they've got a drink. They're ready to rest again. We're gonna wrap it up. Got a busy weekend coming up. We go get poultry. We get to meet some more clients on Saturday. We got one of the guys going to a prom dance Saturday evening, and we'll all get to mass to worship. So it'll be a full weekend. All right, y'all. God bless you. Thanks for joining us on Twin Oaks Farm Poultry. Please subscribe. We'd love it if you'd like the video with a thumbs up. God bless y'all.